Real estate is one of those amazing industries that can make you a whole lot of money, especially if you understand how to go about attracting the right type of clients and also know how to convert those clients to actual paying customers. And this video, we're going to utilize Facebook to attract such customers and know how to position our adverts in a way that will attract such kinds of quality premium clients that will buy real estate properties. Now, you must remember that real estate is a high ticket industry, meaning that every piece of property you sell is on the average a property that will only be ideal for a certain class of people. Reason being that real estate is actually very expensive. Most of it is actually very expensive, all right? And for you to be able to understand how to go about getting your adverts to be shown to this kind of persons, you must understand that the way you will run a real estate advert is different from the way you will run a regular advert for a regular item or a product or a low ticket offer and all of those. So real estate is actually a very important, critical industry to venture into. There are people making lots of money, lots of millions, seven figures monthly just by selling real estate properties. And if you're an advertiser, you have an advantage because you are able to use your advertising skills to target a premium quality client who have the money to pay for such amazing property. So you could sell land, you could sell houses, you could sell, a lot of properties, and you make a lot of money doing so. Now, in this video, to start with, you have to ask yourself, which companies can I partner with? And you do a quick Google search right now to just look out for a list of real estate companies in Nigeria. Now, if you close this and then come over to the list right here, we have quite a number of them, all right? So it's up for you to choose whichever one that suits your fancy. Okay, so let's start with these. We have here Adron Homes, Dupine Properties, Betic, Prime Rose, Deep Spring, Prime Water, Judith Taiwo, Landway, Investment, Intigax, Revelation, P1, yes. There's lots of them. You could see up to 20 of them right here. All right, so you could just make your research, do your due diligence, and know which one that you could go for. There's GTEX Homes, there is Landway, and quite a lot of them. Okay, so it all depends on you. Do your extensive research. There will be most likely a real estate company in the city where you are, and some of these companies also have their official presence in Lagos, Abuja, and some of the major cities in Nigeria. Now let's get down to business. How do you then run Facebook ads for these type of properties? Now, the first thing you must understand is that we're going to look at these based on three major key factors, which is first the campaign objective we're going to be using, all right, and then the second we'll look at the audience, and then you look at the ad copy and creative. Now this is very important. These three things right here are the primary movers of your Facebook advert if you want to attract the kind of audience you want to attract and make them to buy properties from you. Now you understand that the campaign objective you use here will determine to a very large extent if you're going to make success of this advert. Now, to start with, real estate is high ticket, and that goes to show that not every class of persons can afford it, which means that it is very difficult for you to get outright purchases of a real estate property right by someone seeing your advert on Facebook. So it means that you have to have an attraction system to attract them to your funnel, and you follow up with them, meaning that a sales campaign will not be ideal for this particular campaign we are running, all right, specific advert that we are running. So what is the base objective for this? We'll have to go for a leads campaign. All right. Now, why are we going for leads? We're going for leads because we want to attract potential prospects. We want to attract potential customers, people that have the money. And because there is a trust issue, particularly among the Nigerian space, people can't just see a property being advertised online and bring out their debit cards to make an online payment, or they just pay on the spot. They will need to first of all come for inspection of the property to verify that what they saw in the advert is actually what is being advertised in reality. And that's the reason why it's important to get them as leads, then nurture them. They come for an inspection, they verify the property, they verify the documents, every other thing that needs verification, because like I said, this is a high ticket product. So you go for a leads objective, and with a lead objective you're able to use both either the on Facebook leads platform, or you have a website where you optimize for leads. And if you just do that very quickly, if you go to our Ads Manager right now and create a very quick campaign just to show you this. So what we're going to optimize for is leads. Okay. Now, before now, we could advertise using the sales or conversion objective and then optimize for leads. But at the moment right now, this is the only inbuilt leads arrangement in the Facebook Ads Manager where we can able to get leads. So right now we'll then optimize for leads right here. Okay, so another way you can also get these prospects is to drive them to your WhatsApp. Okay, remember WhatsApp is a great tool for nurturing, for attracting and for nurturing potential customers. So in that sense, you could use the least objective, or you could just drive the traffic straight to your WhatsApp, and that comes from engagement. So you can use this, or you can use leads. But let's use leads first so you understand how to go about it. So if you click on leads and click on continue, all right, so click on manual leads campaign and then click on continue. Okay, wait for it to load a bit. All right, and then we are right here. So right here, you can name your campaign anything just for your own identification purposes. You can just say real estate, let's say real estate Lagos. Let's assume you're selling a property in Lagos. So depending on whatever you want to accomplish, okay, so this is what is important. So you go for this campaign name or any name you choose and then click on next. And after which we will now come to the ad set level. After having optimized for leads, okay, we have two options. Okay, you can either use a website, which I actually recommend, or you use instant forms. Okay, now instant forms is Facebook's internal leads attraction arrangement that enables you to attract leads using their inbuilt form. Okay, however, there is also a portion where you can use your website where you drive people to a particular landing page where they're able to read about the product in a little bit more detail before sending them to whichever step of your funnel that you intend to bring them to, maybe your WhatsApp and all of that. Okay, so means that you must have readily installed your pixel, and also you could then come right here and optimize the event right now. And the event you're looking for obviously is lead. Okay, so you just come over here and you click on lead. All right, so once you click on lead right now, okay, so it says your ad may not be optimized because you haven't seen all of that, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, so just go ahead and then you set up your advert. Okay, you come down right here and you choose your daily budget. Now this depends entirely on you. Any amount you choose is actually up to you depending on how much you're willing to spend. But of course you realize that the more you spend, the more reach your advert is going to get, the more visibility your advert is going to get. Okay, so you can choose any amount. You can use 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 naira a day. Let's just say 4,000 naira here per day. And okay, so we come over right here and okay, we choose a start date, which is right about now. And we now come over to the audience section. Now this takes us to the second part of this our tutorial, which is here audience. Okay, now this is very important. Your audience that you choose will determine whether your advert is going to be profitable or not. Okay, so we're coming to this audience section, and this is what we're trying to now define right here. What kind of audience are we going to look out for that will be interested in real estate property? Now to start with, let's switch this to original audience option so that we can get the full audience interface and then be able to get the kind of audience that we want for our advert. Okay, so right now it's populated and then we come down here. So we're creating a new audience right now. So the location. Now, if the property is in a particular location, let's say is in Lagos, all right, and you want to sell to people living in Lagos so that they can come for a physical inspection, then you can just come right here and change the date, remove this Nigeria, and then you just target Lagos. Okay, so right now it's going out, and then we'll come right here, search locations, and then you type Lagos. And when Lagos comes out, you click on Lagos City and click it right here. All right, so now once this is done, you come right here and you look for the age. Now this is very important. Pay attention here. What kind of persons are interested in real estate property? Certainly, an 18-year-old cannot afford a say 20 million or a 50 million naira property. Okay, so just depending. So what you want to do is to get to the age and then look out for the age range of people that will be ideal to buy real estate. So that could be anywhere from say 35 or 40 depending. Okay, but just for now let's just stick with 35. Okay, now you can make it from 30, depends on you, but for this I will just give it from 35 to 65 plus. Okay, because I want to target an older set of persons who have purchasing power, who have the means to buy the kind of properties I'm thinking of selling to them. Okay, so right about now, what kind of gender are interested in real estate? Now, there's an argument that men are more interested, but for the sake of advertising, we'll leave it at all gender because women too, some women may also be interested in buying real estate. Okay, so or they can actually inform their husbands or refer the real estate adverts to persons they know that may be interested in buying. So I'll leave it at all so that my adverts can populate very well amongst or between both genders. All right, so we'll come down here, and then this is another great part, interest. Okay, now from my advertising experience, I've learned to test everything. Okay, which is what I also advise you to do. All right, there are times where if not putting any interest here at all works wonders, works magic, because the Facebook algorithm has been trained with intelligence to know exactly who your ideal customers are, and they know how to send your advert to them to attract them to your advert. And in that light, it will also be a thing of great recommendation for you to test two ad sets. One would have interest target and the other one will have no targeting at all. So assuming that we want to put an interest here, now we're going to ask ourselves, what is the interest, what is the behavior of persons who are able to have the purchasing power, the money and the financial means to buy real estate. Okay, now what I would put right here are interests such as say frequent international travelers. Okay, frequent international travelers. Okay, right here. Now I can say frequent travelers, both of them are important. Okay, both of them are quite necessary. Now this is a bit of common sense in the sense that anybody who travels frequently on international travel certainly has quite some money. All right, and remember this is a behavior. All right, because here is a behavior. In other words, they have the money to pay for international flights. So that means most likely they will have the money to also buy real estate because they have the financial means. Because we want to target people who actually have the money to pay for our real estate property. Our next interest I'm going to target is say luxury homes or luxury items. Let's just say luxury houses or luxury homes. Okay. Well, let's just say the luxury interest. We can go for luxury goods. Okay, let's say luxury lifestyle. Yes. And if you click here on the suggestions part to populate some other, all right, so right here you have frequent travelers again. See first class travel. Okay, so nobody who's paying for first class certainly has a lot of money. Okay, so click on it. Luxury resorts, lodging. All right. Okay, so these are luxury interest that show that these persons have money and have the purchasing power. So you could see business travel, yes, you could see luxury yachts. All right. So the whole idea is for you to sit down and think of interest that the behavior of real estate, post customers have and how to target them. All right. Now, this is actually very, very important. It's actually very important. You can also even target people in this location area, target people, let's say, who live in highbrow areas in Lagos. Let's say you can target people who live in Lekki or Banana Island or, those areas that are highbrow that people of wealth and affluence congregate. And in that sense, if you target them, you're able to also make your adverts show to them because they have the spending power, they have the money to buy. Okay, remember, we're doing all of this because real estate is a high ticket offer. All right, so let's get down to all of this. Okay, so we've selected a bunch of interests that we feel will be very ideal for our target customer to see our advert. Okay, so you can also populate. Okay, it's all up to you. You can add more interests, you can click on more suggestions and look at them. You can see luxury goods, yes, luxury vehicle too. All right, so all of these are good interests to target because anybody who is driving a luxury car or who has interest in luxury cars will most likely maybe have the purchasing power to buy one. Okay, so all of these are all part of what makes it an amazing way to advertise. You can see business class here, frequent travelers, luxury vehicles. So you can choose as many interests you want. Okay, now going forward, all right, so once you're done with this, you could come over right here and come to your placement. So click on more options. First of all, we could edit this. Okay, just edit this so that we are able to come to manual placements. So if you click on manual placements right here, it's going to give us the opportunity for us to limit our adverts to the placements that we want them to be displayed on. So if you come right here, all right, and first of all, click on devices. Most people use their mobile phones to view Facebook, so we just untick the desktop mode and leave it only on mobile so that we know that we are targeting the right persons using the right devices. So right now you could run your adverts, which I advise, on both Facebook and Instagram, okay, because you would likely see more people who have interest on both platforms. And by the way, Instagram is another great place to find real quality premium clients who have spending power, who have the money to buy offers like real estate. Okay, so you may want to have your advert shown on both Instagram and Facebook. So for this, you untick Messenger and you also come here and untick Audience Network. All right. So if you have your page linked, for you to achieve this, all right, you have to have your page linked. You link it to or you link your pages from Facebook and Instagram so that you're able to advertise across both platforms. Okay. So you come down here, all right. I normally love to leave this on the news feeds because the news feed is the platform or the placement that has the highest visibility, all right, compared to others, all right. So just leave it on this, all right. Let me first of all let me untick this Instagram so that we leave it only on Facebook just for now. But like I said, if your page is connected, you can and you have the budget, you can actually run the ad across both platforms. So we come over right here, we untick Facebook video feeds. Of course, you are advised to use a video. By the way, when we come to the ad creative section, I would let you know about the creative. But if you're using a video, you can leave it at Facebook video feeds and Facebook feed. All right, that's if you intend to do that. Then you could now come down here and click on the stories. You could just untick them, untick Facebook's Reels. If you want them, that's fine. Untick Facebook Stories, and you come down over here and we'll look at this. We'll look at this in-stream ads. We're going to untick it because we don't need our adverts showing right there. Okay, and then once they're out, we have to untick this, and untick this. All right, and then search result, just leave it, or we just have two placements. Okay, that is just confirm that. Okay, we have here 2 out of 21, so which is the Facebook feed and the Facebook video feed. All right, now that is if you're using a video. Please, if you're not using a video, you may have to untick Facebook video feeds. Now if you go to next, for example, by the way, you're saying that with our budget, what we are having is a reach of 3,000 to 11,000 potential customers, all right, and then we are likely to have about 5 to 6 leads as conversions, all right, and this is a potential amount, not an actual definite result. Okay, so we click on next just to go to the ad section, all right, and right about now this ad level has populated, and now you could choose uh any placement you want. You use any creative you want. Okay, now talking about creative, now you see real estate is something that is built on trust, and people want to see. There's a lot of issues on the online space where people have been shown a particular thing, but in reality, that thing is far from the reality. All right. Whatever that you are trying to sell, people must have trust and confidence that this is actually true, genuine, and legitimate. And in that sense, I always encourage and advise advertisers to use, particularly for real estate, use a good video that shows the property or the building or the house in question, that shows the entrance, shows the rooms, the interior, everything, so that someone watching it can know that this is a real house, not a make believe, not a charade, not something that is not visibly true and correct. Okay, you want people to know that you're selling something that's actually genuine. And so I would recommend doing a video, and I'll show you an example of a video that you can use that is very amazing, that you can just walk around it. Just be creative with a good phone. You can take a good video of a house, just take a tour around the house so that anybody watching the video can know that truly this is what he or she is paying for. So you can come here, use a video, all right, and then I'll come to the ad copy in a second, but let me give you an example of a video. So if you come right now to, let's say, an ads library. So here's an example of a video I wanted to see. This is, by the way, the Facebook ads library, where you could see some other adverts that are running currently on the Facebook ads platform. And this is someone selling a property. Let me just play this video so you can take a look at what a good video looks like. Okay, so you could see this as it's playing. You could see that there's a good tour of the building, all right, showing the environment, showing everything about the building. This has a swimming pool. You could see how you're just taking a good tour, right? Because this kind of things build trust, builds believability. People could see, and you could see he's taking a tour around the house. So anybody looking at this can see for real that this is actually a true building, not just a make believe. All right, this is a true building. And when they see this also builds trust. It also instills confidence that they're buying something of value. And this would make the person who's seeing this kind of video to come and want to make inquiries, make an inspection, or come and see for himself what this property is all about, and verify the documents and do all of those things that are required before making a purchase. All right, so a video like this is what you need, and you can see that it's given every bit of trust, every bit of confidence that this is a true property, an amazing, beautiful, cozy, environment, and beautiful building, great interiors. Now all of this makes the buyer or the intended buyer desirous of buying the property, because you're showing him exactly what he or she will be getting. Now let's stop this for a while and then go back to our earlier discussion. So right now you could see good videos are what you need to make an amazing advert to stand out. Okay, so look for a good video, and then when it comes to ad copy, all right, and ad copy is very important. Okay, like I said, your ad copy is something that will make a person spike up interest, and you must know that the aim of your ad copy and your ad creative is to instill confidence. So right now, if you're looking at your ad copy, so what you could look at, for example, is this ad copy that I've written down here very briefly. Okay, you could see something like a story-based ad copy. See, once upon a time in Nigeria's lively city, there was a special house waiting for a family to call it home. All right, so it's a cozy four-bedroom duplex that feels like a warm hug, a picture of a sunny day where the house stands, inviting you to make memories and share smiles. When you open the door, you feel the happiness in the air, like the sound of your family's footsteps echoing through the rooms. And oh, the kitchen, it's like magic happens there. The smell of tasty food bringing everyone together. You could see you're writing a beautiful story that elicits emotions for the person reading it. All right. Now, this is something that you must really pay attention to. Write a very good story-based and captivating ad copy that will make the person to click on the advert and indicate interest in the property. I hope this is valuable to you. Click the subscribe button, like this video, and watch out for more amazing videos I'm going to release that will be of benefit to you on how to sell different kinds of products using Facebook ads. I'll see you in the next video.